The Mecklenburg County Commissioners are at a retreat in Winston-Salem to discuss how to better your life as a taxpayer. Things on the agenda include economic mobility, the financial stability of the county, and discussing services for seniors. This retreat is happening with a new board chair in charge, Commissioner Mark Jarrell. Before the retreat, Jarrell hopped in the car for the latest Driving with Dedrick. Let's take a listen to the conversation.
Well, welcome to Driving with Dedrick. I always start off asking the person who is the artist or the song that you start off with in the morning to get you pumped up and get you ready for the day.
It depends on the morning. Sometimes it could be Kirk Franklin. Sometimes it could be Jay-Z. It just depends on what's going on, what we have to do. Some days we're doing battle at the county.
And when you're doing battle at the county, who do you listen to?
That's Jay-Z.
That's Jay-Z. This is your first year being commission chair. What type of chair are you going to be?
Well, I want to be a chair that's collaborative. I want to be a chair that thinks regionally. As the new chair, I just want to make sure that I'm extending an olive branch and an open line of communication. I want to establish relationships with all of our town mayors.
And what is your stance on that 1 cent sales tax with the red line?
I look at that 1 cent sales tax as an opportunity and as an investment. As a growing community, we have to have transit. We need mass transit. We need multimodal options for people that live here. We need to move people en masse.
So you're going to be voting yes in November?
Well, I'm still gathering information. I don't want to get ahead in front of my skis. I am supportive, but we also need to engage the community and hear what my constituents are saying as well.
So you are a coffee drinker?
I am a coffee drinker, just black.
Just
black.
Why just black coffee?
I don't like cream and I don't like sugar. It's just black, man.
Can I get a small black coffee?
You want that black coffee hot?
Yes.
Yes, hot coffee.
Thank you, sir.
What are your top 3 initiatives that you want to see accomplished under your tenure?
Well, one, I want us to leverage economic development in a way that produces outcomes for some of our most vulnerable and some of our middle income folks. Housing is something that is big on my radar as well. There are too many people in the community that are housing insecure. Environmental stewardship is big, and education are huge.
Yeah.
We've got to find other mechanisms to fund education.
Is there anything that CMS is doing that you're questioning that you would say, I don't know if that's the right way to go about it?
That's a great question. I'm not an expert in education. That doesn't stop me from making sure that our tax dollars are being leveraged in a way that produces the greatest return. And we do have the power of the purse strings to a degree, but it shouldn't be weaponized.
Your retreat is coming up. First time with the retreat, you as the chair. What can we expect from this retreat? What's on the agenda?
It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different. I've asked staff to make it more of a board retreat and less of a report retreat. We will get information, we'll receive information, but I've asked them to condense the presentations to what I deem to be the big rocks, those things that are part of our priorities around housing, land acquisition, environmental stewardship, our financial state.
Why did you decide to change the way you do the retreat this year?
I just think, all leaders do things a little bit differently. I'm not trying to break too many eggs. I've already cracked a few.
Oh, you have?
I've cracked a few.
What eggs have you cracked?
Well, I think, coming in saying, hey, I want to do things different with the retreat. I think that's a cracked egg. So but here's the thing. People have been very, very receptive.
How does what's happening at 1600 affect what's happening in Mecklenburg County?
That remains to be seen. I think there will be an impact that we'll feel, particularly from a health and human services perspective.
And what about immigration? The borders and all of that. What would you tell people who have come here to Mecklenburg County seeking refuge?
I think it's important for them to be educated about their rights. to know what can and cannot be done.
New county manager, how are you going to deal with that search?
Well, we've already started the search.
Okay.
Yep, we've started the search, and hopefully we'll be grabbing. Our goal is to see if we can have someone selected by the beginning of April, and hopefully boots on the ground in May.
And what are you looking for in the next county manager?
Well, I think someone that is strong on relationships, obviously understands our bailiwick as far as health and human services, someone who can manage a budget, someone who's creative and innovative, forward-thinking. I don't want much, man.
So are you looking for another Dina Diorio, or are you looking for someone new?
First off, there's only one Dina Diorio, and there will never be another, okay? What I am looking for is the best person for Mecklenburg County.
Dedrick, thank you. Coming up next here on Your Side Tonight.